Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Human beings. Human beings. Yes, today I've come again to say my beautiful Akbar Ahad. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My mothers, my great, great, beautiful mothers. Well, today is a day like any of our days when I come and we discuss we discuss the beautiful religion. The very, very beautiful religion, because we start with many of you who say we are learned friends. We are learned men. I say yes. Many of you have doctorates in that, this and that, but under what you call a doctorate, you did get that doctorate, well, if it's really a genuine doctorate, but the most part of it is to look at what does it kind of directed to? A doctorate, what is it directed to? What is your whatever that you intend to give, to contribute to the society in your societies? Before you contribute, you have to know what life is. And to have life, or to be able to be a normal, healthy, living human being, you have to know what does life means to you. And I'll go to the other side, or the other side, or the other side, or the other side, and tell you that human beings, life is a religion. Life is a religion, and very, very beautiful. That is, that if you are on an al-mustaqim, a path which has been prescribed by holy, divine, holy laws, decreed by the most holy, glorified Almighty Allah. Those holy, divine, holy laws and prescriptions and directives guides men, women, children, boys and girls how to live in your societies and how to extend or live in your societies, as well as dispensing tranquility, peace, harmony to each and every member in your societies. Let it be your mother, and your mother is the one in which every beauty of peace and beauty of tranquility, harmony, should always be awarded to. And then as soon as you, whatever you take the first step, then you dispense more and more to Mother Nature, the environment, the trees, the flowers, the flowers on which they blossom and they become, and then they give what we call buds, and then they produce fruits. With that, and with that blossoming of flowers, it's a celestial obligation, a celestial obligation from a flower saying, yes, look at me as a flower. Am I not very, very beautiful? In different colors, countless trillions of colors, and perfumes, rhythms of what we call fragrances of perfumes of every flower. Do you know what they do, those flowers, when they produce those fragrances of rhythms of life? They contribute their, those perfumes contain medicinal applications that the flowers do apply their, what you call Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, As-salam alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, to you human beings, so that you get a perfume which makes the air, the air that you breathe, kind of very, very smooth. But if you do not plant trees, if you do not plant flowers, if you do not plant vegetables, there's what we call, when Mother Nature says, hey, human beings, you've been on this planet, how old are you? I'm 40 years old. Have you ever planted a tree? No. Have you got children? Yes. Do you eat fruits every day? The boy say, yes. I say, where did you learn this? Did you get education? Yes, I am an engineer. What kind of engineer are you? I'm an atomic and nuclear weapons engineer, or yes, that kind of industry. Is it? Did you not hear me when I said these are hazards in most cases? The largest percentage of atomic and nuclear whatever is a hazard. A health hazard either to your societies as human beings as well as to Mother Nature. Because the technology in which you do apply your doctrine does not allow you to put that kind of, the technology is not up to date in the human brains. It's not up to date in the human brains. It's very, very hazardous for a human brain to think that, yes, I'm an atomic nuclear engineer. What do you engineer? Yeah, a missile, a ballistic. Those are very, very kind of when some of our land friends become land friends in what you call unconscious state at Harvard University, Oxford University, Cambridge University. You go to Cambridge, you go to Oxford, you go to Yale University, you go to Harvard, you go Columbia University, but in a state of unconsciousness, and you get a doctorate after a doctorate, and then you become a professor. I say, did I not tell you that you don't need to be a professor to plant a tree? You don't need to be a professor to plant a tree. You don't have to be a professor. No. And in that way, that's why you don't need to be what you call a professor to eat a fruit, a very beautiful fruit, which is somewhere in here in my territory where we don't have laboratories at every corner. So you can tell the lockmen, the herdsmen, those who look after cattle and the farm, plant trees, plant vegetables. You don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be to have any doctorate. You just wake up and say, yeah, these flowers contribute a lot. And you don't have a terrorist to the environment. This business of cutting trees and terrorism to the environment. Terrorism to the environment. Whenever you see someone cutting a tree, whenever you see someone cutting a tree, classify that as a terrorist act against the environment, against future generations. Against the environment, against Mother Nature, against future what? Generations. If you ever see someone cutting a tree, take it from me that those practices are practices of fitna to future generations as well as those in present time that you are in. But if you are to plant trees, then your celestial obligation is kind of an investment, a great investment in terms of good health and inheritance to your children. To your children, your future children, your future, whatever, your future generations. If you have to plant trees, the future of your children is guaranteed by that kind of a celestial obligation, whereby any tree plant, it will do its contribution, either providing fruit, to any member of your, what you call your children, on a countless, and endless, if your tree may produce fruit up to, let's say, 80 years. Can you imagine? So that way, when I tell you plant trees and make your celestial obligation count while you are still able, this what you see as a global warming thing is something that has occurred because men and women went into under a very, very serious delusion that they were doctors, they were whatever, and they forgot their celestial obligation, which has kind of come out from the other side of Mother Nature and says, yes, you forgot your celestial obligation. That's when the heat, or what you call electrical gravity dynamics, electrogravity, metallic, whatever, have overlapped every ability for Mother Nature to apply its obligation to recycling of what you men call green gases. They are what we call gravity, metallic, electrical elements, very, very deadly to human lungs as well as to human health. Once they sit in your body, that's when you feel pain here and there. Pain, because the body doesn't have the mechanism. The only mechanism they can use is when those metallic or gravity electro elements are kind of processed by ecosystem of the environment into something like a carrot. A carrot, if you grow a garden of carrots, tomatoes, these are products, things that contains those things, but on a level that they are useful to human beings. You get my point? So that way, my call to human beings, plant trees. Yes, plant trees, my people. Plant many, 50 trees every day, if you can. It's not something bad, it's very good. Okay, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Akbar, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Akbar, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My people, that's all I can say for now. And we can kind of look forward to the, yes,